All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. It's Napoleonic Wars News broadcasting live from Borodino. We're joined by myself, Lord Montgomery, Matisk, and Germaticus. So before we start, we have a few quick questions for Germ about the development of the map. So, Germ, development-wise, what was the most challenging part of designing this map?
Um, not too much really. We sort of got like the idea of the map. Oh my god.
Oh. All right.
Sorry about that.
No
Yeah,
worries.
we sort of got like the idea of the map straight away when we were doing it. Um, it was a bit difficult trying to figure out the town placements and everything mainly, and because we didn't really, the map isn't made one to one to what it should be on like in real life. If you compare like actual sources and stuff to this map, it's not exactly one to one. It's very close. It's just there's a few things that weren't accurate, like the rivers aren't entirely accurate. But we got it as best as we could, considering it's hard to get something one to one. But yeah, I'd say the towns and the river placements were the hardest to get correct. But once we got that sort of down, yeah, it was kind of easy after that.
That's good. All right. I suppose you've already answered this next question, but our second question was, how historically accurate do you believe the map to be?
As I said, I reckon it's about 80 to 90% accurate. Like every placement is like as accurate as we could get it. It's just the river really being where it is on the map. You can sort of see it when you go into like the tab mode and stuff. The river's meant to be going like upwards rather than downwards, so it's just needs to be rotated. Like realistically, all it would need to be done is rotated, so it doesn't go downstream; it goes upstream. Pretty much, it goes from top. It should go from bottom. No, it should go from middle to top right, not from middle to bottom right. Pretty much, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. Our next question is, what is your favourite part of the map?
Oh, the redoubts. The redoubts, 100%. There's just so much flavour around them, and maybe Utitsa, the map below it, like the big foresty map. I think those two maps are going to be the most flavour, like have the most flavour on them, because the defences make line battles and stuff a lot more difficult, and I think it just changes the way people are going to fight. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Same with the town of Utitsa. It's a massive forest map, so it might be a bit of a hell for commanders to try and coordinate, which I think will be fun.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, with all these different towns and terrain layouts compared to other maps, this changes the playstyle a bit. Right, new fun experience in the genre. Yeah. Okay, our next question is a community submitted one. It is, what do you think the duck in the map should be called?
The duck? There's a duck?
I believe there's an Easter egg of a duck hidden around the map.
Actually? I know.
That duck.
Yeah.
Call him Piotr, or whatever it's Peter, not Piotr.
Peter the duck.
Polish. Peter, Peter. Call him Peter the duck.
Peter the duck. Okay. And finally, I've already asked this question. Apologies. That's all our questions.
Already.
Oh, that was quick.
Okay. Well, looking at the campaign battle, I mean, you got to be biased a bit, but like, what do you think is going to be the outcome of the entire battle?
I want to say it's going to be very close. I would like to. I love to have faith in my guys and the coalition as a whole, but the setting up of this battle was excruciatingly difficult to deal with on the other end, the other opponent's end. They were quite picky with who they wanted to fight and the lineups and stuff, but given it all, I feel like I have faith in a lot of servers. There might be a few that might be a bit of a hard loss and some that might be a hard win, but I mean, I'm hoping it'll be a draw. I'm hoping it'll be a bit of an interesting fight rather than completely one-sided.
Right. I think it's like 7 battles of the entire campaign you're hosting, so this for sure won't be the last battle in Borodino. This is just a launch battle and the first battle of the campaign as well, so it's gonna be an interesting engagement to watch today. We'll let you go to your staff meeting or whatever you have to organize, since you're are you even field commanding yourself? Good question, actually.
Yeah, I'll be field commanding against the French Guard with the Russian Guard server.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's the server we are actually streaming in. We are in Reservoir, which is the Russian Imperial Guard versus the French Guard. So we'll let you go here and take a closer look at the map itself. Thanks for joining us.
I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the battle.
See you later.
Thanks.
We do. All right.
Right. I'm gonna introduce myself as well real quick. I was here a couple of times already streaming. And yes, we are today looking at the battle in Reservoir, which is the map I'm currently on. It's very open, very kind of flat open with a small stream in the middle, and we're gonna be looking at probably the most anticipated battle, which is gonna be the Russian Imperial Guard versus the French Guard. And if requested, we can maybe get a quick poll or something in the chat to see which server we could switch to if you guys want that. Oh wow, this is a lot of servers. I did not.
There is quite a few.
Quite a few. So we have
Yeah.
Reservoir, Borodino, Flashes and Redoubt, of course. That was like the thing we were just looking at, which is Germ's favorite part of the map. We could look at that.
That could be fun to look at.
Vesuvovo, Flashes and Redoubt Overflow. So again, Ratavo, Culture East, Culture West. And Borodino, of course, the city itself, and Utitsa. So,
Yeah.
quite a couple of maps here.
Yeah. Because depending on the length of the battle, we may be able to get a good look at a couple of the maps, and ensure that you will get to see the large flavour this map has to offer to the community.
So Dylan, I need to know, where exactly is the duck? I have no idea. We need to find it.
Yeah, I was sent this image, I believe, in
Oh, you don't know
DMs.
yourself? Okay.
I don't know myself, no.
Oh, wow.
I believe it was Ear Splitting Ben 1 that sent me the picture of the duck. So if you'd like
don't
to,
know where the duck is.
Ear Splitting Ben 1, if you're on the stream, can you tell us which map the duck is in?
Well, we do have to recognize this map is absolutely stunning. Like, this is just something entirely different to Wagram or Waterloo. Just the vibe just hits differently. It's going to be interesting for sure, because of course this map is really open. But other maps on other parts of the map are really dense with forests and hills. You can see over here when we go over. This is the Redoubt, by the way. I showed it a couple of minutes ago already. Big fortification in the center of the map near the town of Borodino. And over here we have quite a foresty area. Oh, I have to blink myself. The map always doesn't load.
Yeah.
This one's going to be interesting. Like,
Very
if you
interesting.
look left of the city, kind of this forest with a couple towns in here. This is going to be. I don't know if there's actually fights under here, but if this is.
I believe on the
not that
I
easy.
believe
for
on the town you're
linebackers.
looking at. The town you're looking at, apparently, the duck is in this main city area, the top floor
Oh, okay. We'll
of
check.
the building.
We'll have a look. Yeah, as you guys probably see the clock, we still have like half an hour until the battle actually starts. We just wanted to get this quick interview with Germ done.
Germ.
We might hit like a 10-minute break or something before the battle actually starts to get ourselves sorted as well. But
Yeah.
where was it?
You could,
somewhere in the town.
in the city area you were looking at, the main city area on this map, on the top floor, on the top floor window, I believe. Actually, just check the group chat quickly.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
um.
it's highlighted on the picture.
Oh yeah, I see. Hold on.
Peter the duck.
I think I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong.
Oh,
I can't figure it out. Hold on.
okay.
Where is it here?
It's the. Let me check the string. It's that 3-story building. Yeah, the 3-story building. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Look, you got to look at the window. It's that big 3-story one. It's in the window.
Oh, I see it. Oh my god, Peter the Duck. We found it.
Peter.
He has an
We found
official
him, ladies
name
and
now.
gentlemen. Named by Dramaticus.
Actually,
Peter the Duck.
we can have a look at the pond. Actually, the map we're fighting on is Reservoir, which I don't know if it relates to this kind of pond here in the middle. Could be.
I believe that's the
in development,
Reservoir.
when the map was still in development and I looked at it the first time, there was a giant sail ship in here. It was like a huge ship in here. I was like, what the hell is that? They did remove it, sadly. Not another Easter egg.
Oh.
Would have been funny, honestly.
If any of you have any other Easter eggs, might be fun to point out if you played in the Asian battle earlier this morning.
Yeah, would be interesting. Dylan, keep an eye on the
Yeah.
on the chat. I can't talk anymore. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, I will do. Yeah.
If we look at the Redoubt, actually, it's kind of cool that we have buildable obstacles, like built-in obstacles here, not just like the terrain, but like
Yeah.
these spikes, for example, and I don't know what these things are called.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
They like dirt mounds, I believe.
Yeah,
And then
something
the
like that.
horse spikes,
Got
which
the
I believe
cannonballs. No RT yet, sadly.
Cheval de Frise, I believe is what they're
Yeah,
called.
yeah. And there's also a small bunker inside the redoubt.
Mm. Yeah.
Kinda cool. This map has a lot of stuff. Also,
A lot of details. It's really
what you
nice.
will also see all the time on this map is these small Orthodox churches here. They're like everywhere on the map.
Yeah.
Small buildings
I
here.
suppose. Yeah, that links to the large religious presence of Orthodox Christianity in Russia. So it's very historically accurate in that way.
You're telling that like a history presentation. Actually,
Welcome to my history lecture.
We should take a look at the church itself. Actually.
Yeah.
What's interesting to know is there anyone in the stream right now who's actually going to attend the battle now and is just getting a first look at the battlefield?
I believe Pro Bob in the chat. He's one of the soldiers that will be fighting here.
All of them sitting in the stream right now.
Mm.
Oh my god, too many messages. At this rate, we
Yeah,
need to
with
hire
this-
chat moderators at one point.
$2 an hour.
Yep.
Rowboat in the chat. Carlos, Virus, Lucky Kiss
Oh yeah,
GTR.
like half of the stream is actually people fighting in the battles.
Gory is unfortunately not joining us today in the stream. He is busy.
Gory's always busy.
Busy man.
Yep. Okay, let's... Oh wait, is the battle gonna be 40 minutes? Oh wow, that's long.
I believe that might be a good way to sort of possibly look at the different parts of the map.
Yeah, it does look
Yeah.
a bit like a mini grand battle, I'm gonna be honest. Like, phew, how many
Yeah.
servers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually 10 servers.
10.
So that's a battle we haven't had for a long time in a skill. I hope the game actually survives. I might crash. Just
Yeah.
putting the warning out here. Before,
Yeah, apologies
if
if
I
you crash.
disconnect, if the stream goes off, I crashed. It is the PC overheated.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Who have we got in this service? We've got on the Russian team, we've got the Russian Lifeguard Cavalry. We've got Kursanti Guard Musketeer Regiment. We've got 2 battalions of Grenadiers, another Grenadier line, Finnish Grenadiers, and Litovsky Grenadiers. And then on the French side, we've got Dutch Grenadiers. We've got a Fusilier Regiment of Grenadiers, 7 and 8 EAM, the regiments. We've got a battalion of Chasseurs and Polish Cavalry, 10-way Polk.
I'm gonna be honest. I cannot tell you anything about any of these lines. All our Russian and French streamers are all inside the battle, so they cannot be here today.
Yeah.
So we can't give too much insight into the actual lines.
No,
Like these Russian guard lines tell me.
I
nothing.
believe in Fletcher's Redoubt we have got the main battalion of the French. No, we don't. No, we don't.
Wait,
Don't
what?
worry about that then. No. Yeah. Who's
Okay.
just gone
Let's
crazy.
take a look into the. What is that entrance, by the way? Let's take a look into the church. I want to see. Is there something inside? I haven't actually looked. Oh wow. I haven't looked at the map too much yet, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, urban warfare. That'd be very interesting to see. Urban warfare.
We
It's
could
not really.
switch to this server later with the city. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys want that. What
We
one
could
is
possibly
that?
switch.
That's,
Possibly before the battle starts to take
Yeah.
a look at some of the other maps.
That is Borodino 5. That's Austria versus 5th Corps. Would be interesting as well. They are fighting in this town. Ooh, I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Right.
How can you join N.W.N news? I believe is a question by Lucky Kitsune. If you await, I believe applications will be released soon-ish for the summer.
Yeah,
And you can apply in applications.
he's
It'll
spamming.
be in the main NW server.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Dylan, let's get your opinion in, as the regiments should be starting to rally now. Yes, they are. Oh wow, what the hell? They are already
Ooh.
capped out.
Christ.
Who do you think is going to take the W in today's battle?
I think it's going to be the French. I'm rooting for the underdogs here. I think in our poll, it was in the stream, 54% said the coalition was going to win, and 46 said it was Empire of the French. I'm going to root for the underdogs here. I think the French have the advantage of a lot of these lines are made up of the same regiments. We've got 2 battalions of 84 in one server. 45Es rallied 2 lines. 15Es rallied 5 lines. And it's the these the French have the advantage, I think, just because not just because of their numbers, but I think because of the time they've been around and the commanders get to know each other. Because I believe Russia's still quite a young nation in the genre, whereas France and their commanders will have had longer to get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the fact that France is all unified under one banner, while Russia is fighting with multiple allies and multiple nations in different servers.
Well, France does have Warsaw on their team.
Warsaw, yeah. I think just because of the... it's hard to say because of the large scale of the battle. We've already rallied 850 on the Russian team and 900 on the French team. Wow, it's a massive rally. It's hard to say who's going to win, but I think I'm rooting for the French here.
Yeah.
So I think historically, Napoleon quoted that Borodino, of all his 50 battles, the most terrible was the one I fought at Borodino.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for the French here.
I mean, they did win the battle eventually, historically speaking.
They did win eventually.
The Russians did retreat. The main attack was actually at the redoubt. All the side theaters were not that relevant, but still cool feature to the map. Not just the main battlefield, but also the surrounding plains and all. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think France is too big of an underdog today, actually. I think they have pretty good chances at winning here. I'm not too sure if Prussia and Sweden are going to be holding against French corps, and some of the Russian lines might actually have a bit of trouble as well. But with Austrian support and some of the Russian lines being really good, I think it's going to be closer than most people think. But of course we're here for surprises as well. We haven't had this big of a battle in a long time. I'm not actually sure if the tickets are even gonna be enough, 200,000, 40 minutes,
might run out of tickets.
I don't know if that's gonna be enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
They might actually play on tickets going on 0. We never see that, but if the tickets of one team go to 0, the battle automatically ends, in theory. So we'll see. Maybe they do that and don't actually time limit it. But
one of the largest battles we've seen, probably since the Wagram campaign last year, I believe it was. Yeah.
Regiments are starting to rally. Actually, it's interesting as well that the Russian Guard is not facing pure VG, but there's also Jeune Guard actually in the server. 7 EME Regiment de Tirailleurs and I'm butchering these names. Oh my god. 8 EME Regiment de Voltigeurs. That's correct.
Yeah.
And Regiment de Chasseurs. Those are Jeune Guard lines. And
no Eagles have currently been deployed yet.
Not yet.
I don't know if that's going to change or not. There is the chance we see the fight for an Eagle. It'll be very interesting to see.
I think Grenadiers Hollandais are middle guard, pretty sure. Fusiliers Grenadiers are actually no. I think they're Jeune Guard as well, so I'm not sure. Maybe they're not. Actually, let's look at their uniforms. That will probably tell us more. That's not VG, isn't it? Oh no.
I don't believe so.
I'm not. Oh wait, actually, it's 1 ER battalion. Okay, I'm not an expert on French guard units. If someone knows, then you can type in the chat. Pretty unsure about that one. Someone's saying MG. Okay.
MG. Okay.
So actually, where's VG? VG's in the server over here.
You've seen yourself stream. That's cool. Yeah.
With the 1 ER, that's probably VG finest.
Yeah.
And some more Jeune Guard and Ratavo. I think there was more middle guard somewhere as well. So kind of spread it out. Interesting. Yeah, here's more VG in the server flashes and readout. So actually, Austria is taking on the worst of the French Guard. Interesting.
Yeah. Austria's got the bulk.
Yeah. So we have no VG
it's interesting
facing the Russian Imperial Guard.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how cavalry plays out in this map, particularly with all these different buildings, cities and forests.
Yeah.
Instead of having large open plain of field in maps like all the Waterloo maps, for instance, the cavalry has got to navigate these new obstacles rather than just charging directly at the enemy. There's more chances for plays to be made to stop cavalry charges.
Cav is gonna be interesting as well. Like, oh, actually,
Mm.
I'm not sure how good Russian Cav is. They just reopened. Like, I don't know if
They
they're
did.
still that cracked as last year.
Mm. It looks like they've got Block M. I recognise his name.
Yeah,
As a
he's
Cav,
an expert at Cav. He's
he's
probably the best
huge.
Cav
He's an
commander
expert.
in the genre, yeah.
Yeah. And Stevie 417, I think he's pretty good at playing at Cav. I recognise his name. But I think we've got one of the best Cav leaders in the genre leading Russian Cav. And then
Yeah.
Polish Cav, we have. Is that Tuchek?
Tujik, yeah, Tujik.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
should be commanding. That's. I mean, it's not the best of N.W. Cav, but it's surely gonna be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite excited for the French Guard performance today because I know Russia Guard is really good and French Young Guard actually almost drew against the coalition of Portugal and BA yesterday, so I don't know how well prepared they are, but we'll see.
Interesting
the
to
duration
see.
of the battle.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna shit talk VG, but usually the VG battles are kind of boring because VG just sits there and shoot because they're really good at shooting. But
Yeah.
I don't want to take it for granted, so.
I
We'll
believe we have currently rallied as a genre 2,400 players, just under.
see. Wow, that's almost half of
So-
the battle, yeah.
Yeah. Can you go to the VG server and look at who's in Empire of France, please? Someone's asked us to look at the VG Austria server.
Probably not now.
Not now. Maybe during the battle.
I'm gonna be honest, I would do like one server swap, and then it would be
Yeah.
interesting to look at like one of the Austrian servers maybe. We could
Yeah,
look at
I think-
the Borodino town itself. Well,
think
we
the
can get
Borodino
your
server
opinions
will be
on
good to
that
look
later.
at.
What server interests you?
Yeah.
Prussia would also be interesting, I'm gonna be honest. Kinda interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not a big secret that Sweden has been struggling a bit, but like, they are only bringing 3 lines today.
Yeah.
And being
Yes.
reinforced by Austria, so.
Prussia, 4th Regiment, Prussia's rallying 43.
Oh wow.
I'm surprised. I thought Prussia in that Gorky, I believe the map's called.
Yes, yes.
I thought Prussia was gonna like massively under rally only because I think currently Prussia in its current state it's good, but they haven't like really shown themselves to the genre like massively. I don't think there's been huge news, which I think is probably good for Prussia because compared to the last Prussia, this Prussia's got a lot more stability. I believe there's no major news in the genre about Prussia or any of the struggles they're
No,
facing.
they are doing well. They are doing well, yeah.
They are doing well. So maybe this battle could be where we see Prussia shine and possibly Prussia make a name for themselves in the genre.
Yeah, maybe.
In that server. Maybe.
We'll see, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure going to be an interesting lineup here as well. They are
Yeah.
facing a mix out of Swiss 5th Corps units and Warsaw. They did mix some of their lines. It's not a pure Warsaw lineup here as well.
I believe Warsaw, on their own, is rallying one server, as well as rallying an additional
That's something for sure.
1, 2. They're rallying one server with additional 4 lines as well. So that's probably just under 2 servers worth of individuals they're rallying, which I think for Warsaw, especially like compared to like Warsaw recently, has been doing very well. And for like Warsaw in general, like historically in the genre, Warsaw's always been the underdog. However, I think Warsaw's made a massive leap, which I commend them for, and they're doing really well.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting here. Lines already lining up to practice a bit. We see the Russian... Oh, I hate this book. I'm supposed to... Oh, here. Finlandsky Jägers. Lining up to shoot a bit of nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Target
drilling-
bug.
Oh, now they're placing. They are practicing longer shots here. Let's see if they hit something.
Interesting to see how these different regiments prepare for the battle. Is it just shots, or are they going to be practicing melee? 'Cause this might show what they're preparing for.
Those lines
know-
should be drilled to the maximum. I would be
Yeah,
surprised if the guard
definitely.
does not know how to block. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Also,
No, but it's definitely. I think it's interesting to see the Russian lines are practicing their further shots, like their long shots, rather than close range shooting. Because I believe, like you mentioned, the French lines here in the server are very good at sitting back and sniping, I suppose, their targets. Which I believe it is also what they're doing in their drills. So I suppose it's good for Russia to get that practice in, but before the battle, so that they're used to taking these long shots, so they can effectively fight the guard.
Yeah, sure.
Mm. Oh.
Actually, another feature that was added with this battle, or with the campaign, was the rain. I don't know if you guys heard about it yet. I don't think it's going to be here today, because it would be a bit annoying.
I think so the lag of having to run all these conjoined servers, as well as having rain, is definitely going to be something to deal with. But I think in the future, I think rain will be an interesting feature to see.
I really hope that my PC is not going to overheat, because it is turning
Yeah.
up. My room is very hot.
God, open all your windows.
If the stream crashes, it's my PC overheating, most likely. I'm
Yeah.
sweating. Wow.
God.
This is a lot of players. Phew. Might need to turn the quality of the game a bit down.
Yeah.
Let's see, actually.
2004. I believe this was the host server as well.
Ah,
and
that's
they
annoying.
experienced.
Can't turn it down. Makes sense. This is still fine, probably. Actually, it's success as well. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Another feature. It's not that new, but like from visitors you can now see the company strength of each line, and kind of like their combat status, like combat inconclusive and combat winning slightly, winning decisively, which is interesting for us to see.
Yeah.
Like when we're not tracking a line. Oh, there we see some French blobs here by the 7E regiment.
Yeah. See the percentage of their company strength as well, rather than just company strength being a bar. You can see the exact percentage. So you're very accurate.
To be very well drilled.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be surprised if they weren't drilled. Especially in this server.
Yeah.
Just to run around quickly.
USA
So
is
I load
hosting
in.
a ceremony during the
Ooh.
battle. That's risky. I mean, I don't know if rallies are going to be that good today. Probably a lot of people attending today.
I'll people be murking for other regiments so they can see these new maps.
Most
So
likely,
it's
yeah.
a bit of a risk for America to plan a ceremony.
We'll see.
We'll see how it plays out.
We still have around about 15 minutes. They're probably going to start a bit delayed as well. I would say in a couple of minutes we're going to do a quick break so I can grab a glass of water and stuff like that. Maybe cool down my PC a bit real quick. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
we'll leave the stream running, never mind. And we're probably going to be back like 5 minutes before the start, so we don't have to yap the entire time. There's nothing really more to talk about.
Yeah.
Unless you
I
guys
mean,
actually
it might
have
be
any
good
questions.
in the chat. Have you got any opinions or questions to ask in the chat?
Yeah, actually, let's check up with the chat. Who's winning today? What are we
Yeah.
thinking? We're gonna need the pre-game analysis here.
Not being pinged.
Yeah, we've got some questions. Okay, the chat is a bit delayed. My bad.
Okay. Questions. I have a question. Yeah, what's your question?
Do you
question.
think?
Yeah. Do you think it's peak?
Peak question.
Troyes has a chance versus Hansa. Look at our server. What?
That is server Culture West. No, it's not. Oh, it's Culture East. I don't know. Troisième Cause is good. They are not to be underestimated. They did beat French Guard.
And I think it speaks massively about their rallies, because that is 2 lines rallying an entire 100, or 2 regiments even rallying 150 people. I think they have a good chance, especially in servers like this, especially when it's made up of, I believe, like 1 or 2 regiments. Like the unity between the commanders in TeamSpeak is going to be very well, because they will have all known each other. All these commanders will have worked together before. They're all from the same core, same group of regiments. So they're going to have worked together well. They're going to know each other and know what plays they can and can't make. I think that gives Troisième a big benefit, rather than having lines such as some Russian Grenadier lines and some Swedish Lifeguards and Stockholm Infantry. I mean, yes, they're from the same nation, they probably don't have the same coordination between them, and sort of like field commanding, as someone like Troisième Corps would have.
Yeah.
But never say never. Again.
Never say never. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I believe.
I really
also,
don't know what's going to be the outcome. Like we didn't have a battle in this scale for such a long time. Like sure, looking at individual performances, there can be some predictable results coming, but like, this is so many servers. Like, if one server gets overrode, the others can just easily equal that out. So.
Yeah. I believe if you now also, not in the menus, but if you are walking around the map as a character, you can now look at the map, like in Barrow, where there'd be a map. While in most servers, I don't believe that. If you go to the map tab while walking around,
Trying to.
as a player,
Oh.
you need to be a character. You need to like walk around in a no company line.
Okay. Can't do that right now.
Yeah,
Actually, I
but
can
the map
spawn
works. Yeah, just spawn in as no company. You might be able to.
Yeah. It shows.
Yeah.
So
Which
where
I
am
think's
I?
pretty.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I suppose. So it's commanders testing their map reading skills.
Does it? Oh, it shows the spawns as well.
Spawns.
Got the markers here.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, this is the map.
Yeah.
Map overlay. So you can kind of see where our server is situated, kind of here in this corner, even. Yeah.
Top right corner of the, because this whole map is the wider Borodino campaign. You can see our server is situated at the top right of the map. You're going to have a server situated around that main city in the center. There's also servers situated around all other corners of the map as well.
Yeah. What's interesting is that actually, compared to Wargrim, this map is a bit smaller, but more of the maps are like overlapping each other. So like one maybe goes here and the other one goes here, and it gives a lot of variety. But at the same time, the map is not huge. It's not as huge as Wargrim. Wargrim is like, it spans over so much area.
Yeah, it's probably like miles in terms of Roblox.
No, I'm all the way back here now. Oh, here we see the Russian cav. Not doing too much as of right now. Just standing here.
So it could be good to give their rankers a break before the battle.
Yeah.
Play themselves, twiddle their thumbs a bit. As the Polish cav, I believe they're running target drills at the moment.
Let me look at them. Oh yeah, they are.
Looks like they're
Well drilled.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, real quick. We are going to be streaming this server for at least the first 15 to 20 minutes, and yeah, we're going to take a quick break, like 5 to 8 minutes, and then we're going to be back here with the live streaming for the battle, and you guys can already drop your opinions on which server we should swap over later today to cover as well in the comments, and we will be back in like a couple of minutes. Got to grab a cup of water.
Let his PC cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in a minute. Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Right. We're back. Welcome back to the stream. We're back. The battle should
In
be
the
starting
reservoir.
very shortly.
It's
Yeah.
probably gonna take a bit since getting like 10 servers into starting positions is gonna demand some time. Apparently there's reports about the game burning for some people. I can relate. This is 10 servers and we have army-wise from other nations as well. The server's hosted in Paris, not the best as well, but we'll hope we'll survive, I guess.
We'll hope for the best.
Yeah. Paris service.
Ah.
I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know. Just gotta hope the game survives, doesn't
Who's
crash.
first? Yeah.
Oh, that would actually be terrible if the entire game crashed during the battle.
Wow. You think they'd restart? Oh.
The DDoSing
like-
attacks are returning. Ah.
No, don't say that.
Oh, who's
They like
walking around
disabled.
here? Is that Germ? Oh, Germ, we find Germ.
Wow.
He's walking around.
Max
the
himself
room.
ready for battle.
Yeah, he's
Getting ready for battle.
ready
locked
to march
in.
into battle. He looks like an old guy.
Like an old man,
grandpa.
yeah. Unk.
Unk. We still have the guard lines drilling. I don't know. They're not doing too much blobbing, which is interesting. I hope this
Yeah.
is just not going to be a shootout for like 15 minutes.
Hopefully
While
not.
we're here.
I hope we see some players.
I hope there's some action going on here.
Yeah.
Well, tip for
No
everyone.
eagles have yet to been deployed.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, unfortunate. But then again, I mean, for the first battle on the new map, I mean, I don't blame some of the line commanders saying no, we're not going to use eagles because it's a new map, and I mean, eagles something you don't want to lose because they're very important.
I
To your
mean,
regiments.
it's just a LARP basically, but
It's LARP, but they do hold some value. Saying like, I remember it was US Marines capped a VG Eagle, and they got so much attention from that. It just shows
Yeah.
like the ability, the power that Eagles hold.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, we are waiting for the battle to start. It's probably gonna take a couple more minutes.
Who do we have field commanding? I believe we have Germaticus field commanding the Russian side.
And John Beckenheimer for French Guard.
French. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be ending the poll in the chat soon, so if you still want to get your opinions in on who is going to win today, it's really close right now, according to the chat, so if you still want to get your opinion in, preferably do it now. We will end it in a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Apart from that, nothing else to do than wait, I guess.
Yeah.
This is-
Good luck if you're fighting today. And thank you for joining us if you're watching.
Yep. Blah 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 blah. I don't know.
Blah 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 blah.
Kev is just standing around. I'm a bit confused, but okay.
Yeah. Maybe they're giving some of their rankers a break. Give them sort of like that they can stretch their legs. Get everything that needs to be done before the battle, go to the loo, get a drink. You never know.
Yes.
I do like the
yes.
I like the Russian bicons with the plumes. They look really nice. The Russian
They do,
bicons.
yeah.
Cool.
Hold on, I gotta find the Russian line.
Yeah.
That's all Gen Guard here. There's actually quite a hill here. It's gonna be interesting to see. Hold on. Russia. Oh, they're doing some blobbing here.
Yeah.
Still can't find a line with a bicon.
No.
The-
I think most of them
oh,
have.
what are they? What is a Russian cav doing? Some kind of prayer?
Maybe.
Russian cav, I mean. Look at them.
Yeah.
Standing there. Kiss?
Pre-battle prayer.
Okay, what is that?
Blessing the bearskins before the battle, possibly.
No, I don't think so. They're just doing some
LARP. Yeah.
Shana, okay. It's kind of
Yeah.
prayer here. I don't know what's going on.
Pre-battle ceremony.
Genghis Khan prayer, okay. Germ is joining.
Oh.
I don't know what this is about. Would be interesting to be in the VC right now.
Hear what's being said.
Yeah,
If I was a fly on the wall, this is where I choose to be.
they have still not drilled. Not sure about that, but no, now they are
I
getting
mean,
back
we'll
on the
see what
horses,
happens
ready to charge
in
in.
the battle.
Germ is still standing there. Oh no, he's noticed now.
Yeah. Probably
Wait, no,
sent them
that's
off
not
to
even
drill.
Gem. Fuck.
Oh,
I screwed up. No. He looks
Oh,
the same.
no.
Though. He has the same beard. Something like that.
yeah. I like the Russian flags as well. They look really nice.
Yeah.
I think Russian development in general is probably one of the best in the genre at the moment.
They are really good. Like, look at their heads as well.
The Vicons and the Shakos. Yeah.
Not all officers wearing. Oh, probably because this is guard as well. They have like these guard hats. They don't wear Vicons usually. I love Vicons, so. Seems like some servers are already readying up, so we will probably see start
Server
soon.
10, server 5 ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Let's actually look again quickly at this map here. So the starting region for France is like somewhere near this town with the stream here. Then the main battle part is mainly just these. No, wait, I screwed up. Main start point for Russia is this town here. And the main battle is just this open field here with the reservoir and the small stream. While French Guard. Oh, notification from Gory. Make sure you're in starting positions now.
Oh, the big gory, big cheese.
Well, they're still drilling. While French Guard is like kind of starting over here. Actually, they're starting on the hill, but have like this kind of estate thingy here. Kind of farmhouse, and with a small church, of course, as well. Can't be missing. And French Guard and Polish Cav are lining up to charge into the battle. Going to starting positions on this nice little hill here, and they will probably clash somewhere here in the middle.
Yeah.
Interesting terrain. Interesting terrain.
Excited. I'm excited to see what happens.
Company
Very
jump
exciting.
Orpheus. Okay.
Oh, it takes up half the company himself.
Whoa. No
Whoa.
bullshit. Let's see.
Okay.
Another call for starting
Head
positions.
starting.
Okay. Can't get in. Well, if you can't get in, you're in the stream at the right place.
Yeah. Well, we're here. We're here for you.
Yep. We're here for everyone who can't get in because he got capped out.
Yeah, we are here for you guys. We are streaming this just for you. Otherwise, we'd be in the battle ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like.
Get ready to start. Oh, this is a nice shot here. Whoa.
Yeah. Once you start, I'll just send out a quick notification ping.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that shit off. There we go.
Yeah. That's good.
Getting ready to start. Oorah, oorah. Right, Dylan, you wanna
If you look at
push
the-
another ping
Yeah.
real quick that we're starting?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Just take a quick look where I believe that is second Grenadier Company on the road. Seems to be some sort of like sign that's got a cross on it. That links to the different
Oh, what do you mean?
Orthodox element. If you look, I believe it's if you look at the Litovsky Grenadiers
Oh,
line.
you're with Russia. I was like,
Yeah, I'm with Russia. If you look to the right of them, there's be a few rankers crouching to the cross on the sign.
Oh yeah, yeah they are.
So that links to the Orthodox elements of Russia.
Well, it's
All
more
these
of a
church
large
things.
thingy here. Of course,
More
in the
large
church, yeah.
than anything, but yeah,
I'm gonna go back to France. This shot is better.
yeah. So the shot of Russia lined up on the road is pretty nice, but nope.
Who's ready?
We're gonna
Who's
six
ready?
French
I
side.
meant the public.
Server 11 ready. Yeah.
So the public is barely in favor of the 6th coalition, but it's really close. So and there we go.
There, starting music. You ready?
Hold that
Hold-
France.
hold
That's a
that
bit
France.
late. That's a bit late. Oops.
Oopsies.
We turned the volume up a bit.
Yeah, not one yet, John. Oh, let's turn down the graphics.
And there we see the French guard charging down from the hill. Ready to meet the
Russian
French.
force. It's moving up. I believe France might have the slight terrain advantage on this.
Yeah, I mean the main part of the map is a Russian hill, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. 'Cause Russia's going to hit that hill first. I reckon they get off some early shots
already
from the hill.
jumping a bit. I really hope the servers survive.
Yeah.
Russia moving up on the hill from the road. They have a road advantage as well. So they're going
I
to have
reckon
the
they might
high
try and
ground at
get-
first.
Ooh. I think it'd be devastating now if France got some early shots in, possibly. They're all blobbed up, the Russians, on the road.
Cav circling behind the lines so far.
Yep.
All ready to engage in. France is pouring those volleys in already. Russia's
Cool.
scrambling into position. They do have
I
the
believe
high ground.
they have that boat on the little lake. They've changed it to a little boat on the lake.
Big
Next to
battle
France.
about around the reservoir here. The Finlandsky moving up. Although according to the status report, losing decisively.
Yeah. Litovsky Grenadiers seem to be getting at a slight angle compared to the rest of the line.
Grenadiers is moving up through the reservoir. Maybe possibly even going into first charge here. We'll see.
Dutch Grenadiers make a play here, they might be able to threaten the flank, but I think at the moment, Litovsky Grenadiers are holding their ground.
Frozen. Never mind, it's back.
Ah, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. It seems the battle line is not exactly straight. It seems to be they're fighting quite at an angle. So it could be devastating play if it was for
Russian Cav charges into Regiment de Flankers chasseurs. Well, Russia moves up and Russian Cav is not engaging, they are waiting.
That's Polish Cav.
Polish Cav, my bad. Russian Cav, although they have similar icons though. Russian Cav pulls off a bit. They just got a couple of hits here. Although on the far right, you see Russia advancing on this one line of Dutch Grenadiers.
It seems to me that I think Russia has played aggressive quite early.
First melee here with Russian Cav actually moving in. Oh wait, is that Polish Cav? Yeah, that's oh my god.
Polish Cav. If you look at the tickets currently, it is 8 tickets difference. It's at the start of the battle.
Polish Cav does have the advantage. They are taking the initiative. They're going in, and Russian Cav is in pursuit.
Look at the Fusilier Grenadiers and the Dutch Grenadiers. They've done some damage to those 2 Russian lines early on in the volleys. They both went down to orange company strength already.
45 Grens popped an eagle. Okay, interesting to know. Maybe they range eagles actually. Big melee here on the far right with Cav with both sides engaging. The Dutch Grenadiers are moving up. Russian full retreat. They are down company by a lot. Can't really see their status right now. Polish Cav breaking. Russian Cav is still here.
Leave on the far left of the Russian line.
France is gonna exploit the situation. They're not gonna bother about the Cav. Maybe they will even swing left and collide on them. Which they are doing.
That is Russian Cav broken by Polish Cav already.
One first Russian line broken here. They're gonna leap with the break. They're just gonna shoot them.
That French line's playing aggressive against them.
Yeah, and Cav is returning to the battlefield. France seems to be hard pushing here on the left side as well. Let's take a look.
Yeah, they are. They have one broken line, and they've used
there's an
break.
engagement here. Oh, Russia did break that, but at what cost is the question? And there is guards collapsing on them.
3 broken Russian lines already.
Oof.
God. Oh, it's not good for Russia.
Yeah, that's a lot of breaks.
The flanker chasseurs are in trouble now.
Yeah, and actually those 2 lines could easily
line.
get capped here if they don't watch out. I mean, Russia is charging in with this line. I can't really see what line name that is, but that's already the first caps of Russia Guard for Jean Guard. French Guard, yeah. So maybe that's an omen, I guess. Wait,
across all servers.
Oh,
might be another cap.
They might get rubber capped here. I can't really see what's going on because the dead bodies are not respawning. But this line also has to scramble for survival here back here. They are running.
I believe that might be Russian Cav now coming down to try and make a play. They seem to be charging full on.
Nope, they swing off.
Oh.
And where's Warsaw Cav? Oh, they also got scattered. They're returning to the battlefield. Yeah, interesting. France is pushing Russia gradually off the hill. If they continue, they're almost going to be in the spawn. That's the thing. The map is really small and the spawns are really close, so Russia's going to reach.
They've got to play very careful because that Russian line with pumping strength is going to do a lot of damage.
Up, and here we have the Russian line already charging up the PC.
Yeah.
Another cap engagement here as well. The French guard is being overly aggressive here. Kind of interesting.
This play might not work for French Cav possible. Oh, that's Polish Cav broken again.
Both break each other. The question is who's going to scatter and who not.
The French might want to be careful here because if they push the Russians too back against the border, they're going to spawn right on top of them. Yeah.
This is really close combat though. Anything could
happen. The Russians literally spawn the other side of that town, which I believe the French don't want to play too much.
Russia pushing on the far left. That's some tight blocks over here. But still France seems to be winning in terms of company strength here as well.
Yeah.
Russia is going into these melees way too aggressive. Like here again, line's broken. Gen-God can still get the rankers in. Of course they break themselves, but they're gonna go for the cap here.
Apparently 45E has just lost their Grenadier Eagle.
Yep, just smashed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we don't want.
Ooh, that might be another Russian cap. Russians might get capped again.
Yeah. That's gonna get capped for sure. If that doesn't get
100%.
capped. Yep, there goes another Russia flag for Gen-God capped on the far left. And again, Russia was advancing. They were pushing France back, but they just didn't manage their company strength effectively.
Yeah.
They were just charging in bulk down.
Yeah.
And here again, Russian guard breaking. What is going on? Flat caps and breaks everywhere.
Yeah.
Some interesting strength from Russia here. I don't know if I want to see that.
No.
And here again, another cab.
Oh my god.
What is going on?
Russia is being absolutely
all of Russia is in full retreat. Can look at the line performances real quick. Cav quite equal, but the individual lines like Fusiliers, Grenadiers are easily out-fragging some of the Russian lines, almost have double the points. Well, we do see them returning quite closely since the spawn is really close. I don't know.
Yeah. This could possibly be a bad move for France, possibly. They are playing aggressive and they have the initiative, but I feel what they don't understand is that the size of these maps, the commanders don't understand how close the spawns are.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, here they probably got surprised as well, far left. I mean, they'd rush just run out. I do think France will play this smart and not push too far in their spawn, but they're for sure going to snatch up those lines. They're just playing on the individual performance, trying to beat a line to break them, and then they snatch it up and collide on the army. That's what they're doing here, which does seem to work out. Like this especially here, this Russian line in the center is being very cocky, moving up. But if they keep on pushing, France is just going to come into them.
Yeah. That's their rush gone now. Let's see what moves they make.
Yeah. Maybe they decrease the amount of rush. I'm
not
too sure.
It looks like they have the rush line has pushed back the French flank. That possibly leaves them open to that other French line turning around and sandwiching them. And that could be risky.
France seems to be winning the battle so far by like 1k, which is close, but it could be a first picture. Here, far left, another engagement. I'm not too sure if Russia wants to take this, and they are not. While France just volleys into them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. I mean, they seem to have stopped these like headless charges, but I mean, how many times did Russian guards get capped so far? Like 4 or 5 times already.
Oh, look at that left flank. That's been pushed back far.
Yeah. France has not been capped a single time so far.
No, they haven't.
Here, another. Oh no, there might be another cap of French guard. And they do get the cap.
Ooh,
wait,
that is,
Russia actually got a cap as well. That's 2 caps at the same time, but Gen-God can cap those both. No, never mind, never mind. Wait, did...
Okay, so that's France falling back.
Did Gen-God get Rambo capped here? Oh, they did. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's embarrassing
no, they managed
for
to
them.
recover it. Oh. almost got a Rambo cat here, but then again,
Looks like
two
France is
Russian
now-
cabs. Oh,
Looks like Russia is now playing to their advantages.
they are in
and-
full retreat. They are retreating to the town. I don't want to be in the TeamSpeak runner. I don't want to imagine how that's
No.
run.
I want to hear what's
Taking
being
cover in
heard.
the small town here.
I'd like to see what sort of close quarter plays they make if they use any of these buildings as cover. It depends though, because these buildings, I think some of them only have one door, which could make for interesting plays if they go into the wrong
I
building.
really hope they're not going into the buildings. That is a suicide commando, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking too good so far, but I mean, anything
There's
can
3
change. It's
French
really not
lines
that, yeah.
forming up on that field. About 30 minutes to see what happens, but if you look at the overall ticket difference, at the moment France is winning by 2k tickets.
Yeah.
This could be the signs of an early French victory. And in this server alone, France is on 6,000 tickets, with the Russian team being on 4,500. So France is totally destroying Russia at the moment.
Russian guard by like 1.5k, almost.
Yeah.
Let's look at other servers. Is there any more major differences? All seem to be quite equal. Balancing worked out pretty well, I guess.
Ooh, apart from that last server,
The last
Prussian,
server, yeah, Gorky.
Yeah.
Prussia is being...
annihilated.
doesn't look
Yeah.
that well, but still less
No.
than in this server. This server is by far the most diffed one. With Russia guard
I reckon.
kind of destroyed by the French guard.
Yeah, this server probably could be the make or break of the battle, possibly.
Yeah, it could
All
be.
the other
I mean,
servers
all the other
seem to be
servers are
pretty
very,
balanced.
very equal, very close, very balanced.
Yeah.
2 breaks here again on the far right.
Right. Yeah.
With Cav charging in, but maybe another cap for France. We don't know. Most likely, yeah.
It looks
Oh,
like at
never
least
mind.
Russian
I don't know.
Cav has
No,
moved.
Russia Cav is Rambo Cav.
Yeah, I
Never
believe
mind,
that
they
might
managed
be a
to
decent
recover.
play.
I don't know what's going on.
Never mind.
They did recover that flag, yeah. But will they get broken themselves? No, and they
Ooh.
regain. And Warsaw Cav is going for that flag. Oh, and they are capping it. Another Russian line down.
Ooh, if we look at the left side near the town, it looks like these 2 French lines are further pushing the Russians back to the edge of the river.
Wow, they are almost at their spawn.
Wow.
Their spawn is situated here.
This is a risky play
They
for
are
France. I
moving
believe
them into their spawn.
their commanders might not know the spawns on this map.
Yeah, since the maps are really new. We don't know.
Yeah. We don't know. I think here we just see the benefit of France practicing their long shots, especially guard, and them being experts at sniping, shooting. I believe the Russian guard is more highly skilled at melee and blobs. Okay. Accusations of the French commander blinking to flags. Nothing we can comment on, but yeah, there was a notification that popped up, which we all saw.
And yeah, Russia's almost at their spawn. I don't know what's going on the far right. Cav is just adding to the chaos.
Whoa. I think what would be fun to see is the French team speak as soon as they like push these Russian lines
They're in
against
the
the border. They're in their spawn and have the entire Russian team spawn
Especially
in
this
with Russian
line
them.
here.
Yeah.
ATME voltages, their spawn is right here.
Yeah.
They are pulling them over the bridge, and they are trying to encircle this line, and they do not see Russian team
Oh.
speak. I don't want to imagine that place right now.
2 white
They're
grenadiers.
overrun actually. They're overrun. They don't even need the help. They just capture it themselves.
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
way too easy. I don't know what's going on here. 2E grenadiers.
Ticket difference seems to have grown a bit overall. 4k tickets difference to
There
France.
comes the Russian Cav scatters again. It's just way too many scatters and cabs and breaks here.
Yeah.
That's all adding to the tickets, and France is over 2k in the lead. It's going to be hard to
Yeah.
recover, I'm going to be honest.
say? Apparently, in the Naples battle, 3-0 got wiped. There's a Naples battle going on. As well as a USA selection happening. There's a Naples guard battle going on.
Right now?
Yeah. Difference. Apparently there's predictions that Russia is going to lose.
Yeah. Alright guys, maybe give us a quick head up. We should probably switch in like 4 minutes. Which server would you guys like to see? Especially, I think I'm down for like Flashes and Redoubt here. Because that is the main barricade, or like the main fortifications on the main battlefield. Which could be interesting. Interesting to see.
It'd be interesting to see how the plays are made with those fortifications.
Also, this is just, I'm gonna be honest, it's just a meat grinder for France right now. They're just grinding down Russian guard. Another cap, not a cap yet, but like another charge here. Another Russian line broken. Way too close to the enemy. Way too close.
Apparently in TeamSpeak, Dramaticus and his tactics were just to hold the French. But it seems like Russia has been able to do that at the moment.
Yeah, they cannot hold them.
Sure.
I mean, they are very close to the enemy.
Oh.
It seems a bit like they really want to beat them, but they never actually do, and then always are too close to them. Like here we see again, Russian charge doesn't look too bad at first, but like here, Russia is losing the company game. Their company is going down way faster than the French guard, and that's going to be another situation here. In the center,
I think Redoubt seems to be a popular option.
They're almost broken. 3 company thrones remaining, and they are broken. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Wow. I wonder what Germany's reaction to this battle is going to be.
And here, that's exactly what we see in the entire battle. Always some line getting broken out, and they snatch up the other ones. They're far away here. They realize the entire line. That's just a massive issue that Russia needs to fix here. They need to tell the commanders to stay far away. They can't go into every melee with losing the company game. And then it has to come to the other servers to actually win.
Yeah. That's a 3k ticket difference.
Yeah, 5k in total, which is not too much actually. I've seen grand battles or bigger battles with a higher ticket difference at the beginning, so...
I wouldn't be surprised if this difference gets large towards the end, the last 20 minutes, where these lines probably start making more plays, because they realise the first 20 minutes their tactics haven't worked, so even the TeamSpeak commanders want to switch up what's happening. They change tactics, possibly.
Right, let's take a quick look at the chat. The Prussian one, some people saying. Sweden's trying so good, Redoubt server would be cool,
Redoubt. I think Redoubt would be cool.
Yeah, Redoubt would probably be cool.
Yeah. If you look at the lines as well, I think Redoubt is Austria against France.
I mean, right now this is just a meat grind in the Russian spawn, I'm gonna be honest. There's no real strategic play on the Russian side. They're just forming and trying to prevent more caps here, and Cav is just adding to the chaos.
Well, there's 2 Redoubt servers.
Russian guard is so cocky. Like, they are... Yeah, sure, they're trying to envelop their flank, but like, can they win this engagement if it comes out to hot? And here again, Russian lines desperately struggling for company strength on the far left. 2 E-Grenadiers is in full retreat. 19,
we're starting to see
17, they're just dropping. 11,
starting the first
8, 6, 3, and broken. That's how easy it gets for France.
We're starting to see the first few stars to appear on the leaderboard.
And here again, they're like literally in the spawn, they don't even bother. They do not get the break, they do not get the cap, they just leave it with the break, but still, that's so many breaks, that's hurting. And another break, they're just pulling off and shooting. Ay.
Good disaster for Russia.
Yeah, I mean, not for Russia, not in total, but like Russian guard is not doing well, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It seems a bit like French guard is playing with them. Okay, it is 20, half of the battle is done, so I would suggest we switch over to Flashes and Redoubt, Borodino 8. I'm gonna put on the Switch server stream real quick, and we'll be back in like 2 minutes once we have switched the server. I do hope it does not crash. But yeah, we'll switch servers real quick.
Okay, Borodino 8.
Yeah, Borodino 8.
Okay. Oh, it's locked coordinators only. You have to move.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you just do it for me, move visitors.
Yeah, I'll move you.
Possibly. Cheers.
Wait, did you change your username?
Did I? No,
Oh, no.
Lord underscore. Yeah.
It's Borodino 8, right?
Borodino 8. You
Yes,
said,
you're moved.
yeah. Perfect. See if
Really
I
gotta
got-
hope our game doesn't crash here.
Loading. Loading. Requesting. Teleporting. Oh. Oh. I see grey.
You see,
Continue.
that's something.
That's something. Spawn. I've loaded in, but the map and terrain haven't loaded. So if it looks for you. I.
Oh, you
I'll
can't.
think, yeah, I can't. That's fine.
Oh, it's actually loading.
You just-
now. You just gotta
That's
go
fine.
to a line.
Yeah, if you just sort yourself out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're actually on the flashes. Is that the flashes or the redoubt? The map hasn't loaded for me yet. 1 second, let me switch back to the main screen, and we are
Yep.
in server Borodino 8 flashes and redoubt, where we have Russian, Hungarians, and Grants, and Erste, with some French. They just say Russian again. I'm stupid. Austrian, Hungarians, and
Yeah.
Grenadiers and
Yeah.
Erste Corps, with French Guard and
Yeah.
Premier Corps.
120.
Fighting on
Yeah.
on the fortifications. I think this is the redoubt over here. And this is the flashes.
Flashes.
Yes.
The other side, yeah, I believe so.
We do see here Premier Corps holding the redoubt, kind of wrong way. I mean,
Sort
they're
of.
fighting them from the back. Technically, they should be advancing from here,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean, it's working, so.
yeah. And the French are destroying these lines here. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Those
Volley
boys are
farming them.
deadly.
I think that Austria line is is desperate, trying to make a move, but it sounds like
Yeah.
it looks like they were trying to move up. Was that failed, and the French counter-attack has pushed them back. Yeah. Might be the time to make for the French to move up.
Those lines are also. No, they actually aren't that much smaller. It just feels the battle feels more stretched out. The other map was so cramped.
No, it's up. Yeah.
This is just more stretched out, more chill, but we do have this intense forest gameplay here, where you can barely see anything. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's fun though, I suppose, for some of the line commanders, but it gives them more to think. It's different like opportunities.
Oh,
There's
we have
never
the
really
charge
been-
over the bridge where the
Ooh.
Hungarians here, I think. No, that's actually Modena Grants charging over the bridge. Giving a bit like, what's that battle called again? In Italy, when the British charge over the bridge. My brain's not working tonight.
Yeah.
It wasn't loady. It's quite.
Buckhole?
Really matter.
Is it?
Modena bridge charge. It's fitting. I mean, it's a
Rivoli.
Austrian Italian
Wasn't it?
line. They are not entirely winning. I'm not too sure. They are retreating over the bridge again.
Yeah.
French
Then a
guard
commander
do
is
manage to
learned
get the
from
break here
Napoleon.
before them. They break themselves.
Yeah.
They are under pursuit. They're not giving this up.
They're
Field
not.
commanding getting this up here as well.
Yeah.
Meal field commanding a marshal from France.
It's always good to see field commanders getting
This
involved.
map is so much more open. The other map was really tight in the end, like at the spawn, at the Russian spawn.
Yeah.
Also feels like less lines, it's just a 5v5 versus on the
Yeah.
server it was 6v6,
Suppose
but still with cap
pretty-
it's just more chaotic.
Yeah. Easier for the field commander to possibly manage.
Oh, what's going
Less
on
lines. Ooh. Seems to be the French. The two same French lines retreating to Fletcher's again.
Here? Yeah, they're pulling back. I mean the Fletchers is their side, but
Yeah. I suppose it's a good spot to hold as well, if they come from the right angle. But I think spawns possibly make that difficult.
another bridge charge. Wow, Medina really. Oh no, actually they're bypassing the bridge now. Here, Austria
yeah.
going through the water to chase those guard lines down. pushing out of the forest into the back of the flesh. They really want to reclaim those fortifications.
Play it historical.
And France is retreating over the fleshes.
Ooh.
Let's see if Austria actually forms up on them. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they keep on charging. They keep on pushing.
Yeah.
They're not holding.
Well,
they
not
are
sure.
falling out.
One Austria line coming from the other side.
Yeah.
That seems to be a choke point a little bit. That entrance. You managed to get past it.
Why? I don't know why France is still pulling so much. They could reform by now.
Yeah.
They really want to get back here in the open. Destroyed
They really
landscape. Destroyed landscape here.
Oh, that Austria charge could be. France saw it at the right time. Yeah.
We still have some
Might not
lines
have been
in their
deadly.
back who are retreating indeed. And here we see Austria forming on the redoubt. They're using the trenches to their advantage.
Ooh.
That's gonna
How much
happen.
damage that volley do?
Oh
That is
my God,
epic.
I hate this. We really, one day we need to see a battle where they just defend this fortification here.
Yeah.
Like attackers and defenders, that would be pretty cool. We don't actually have
Madonna
too many
Bridge.
stars in this server yet. Kind of interesting if you look at the other servers. Almost every server has a lot of stars yet. But this one actually seems to be a bit newer, I guess.
Yeah. LEK already like on 3 stars. Same with Swedish Lifeguard.
Wait, who has the
Which is-
most stars so far?
Most stars I think
I
I've
see
seen
3
currently.
here somewhere.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 is the most. A couple lines of that.
Regiment des Flankers. That's VG. Dutch Grenadiers. Swedish Lifeguard
This
and
map
LEK.
is really interesting, really open. French lines here advancing into the back of the Austrians actually. Might be able to do some damage here.
Yeah. The Austrians have got to play this safe. Up the road.
Yeah. And if we look, oh wow, they are just volleying them down. If we look at the results, actually, Russia is kind of recovering, could even say. It's only
I believe
it's only 2k, 3k difference right now.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of
Alt Grenadiers. The Alt Grenadiers for Austria are running. Austria are running their equivalent of an eagle, I believe. They have a little spark coming from the top of the flag.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
And Austria is taking the fleshes. They are defending.
Yeah.
They are taking the defense here against the French units.
Please subscribe, I believe it's talking live chat. Sweden does have 3 stars. Swedish Lifeguards. Yeah.
This is like how Napoleon has imagined this battle. So all the French lines holding against the redoubt here. That's what we want to see. Not this
battle.
fast-paced.
Germs.
Oh, and Austria's moving out. They are falling out of their fortifications. We kind of need a French charge against the fortifications now, to be honest.
Over the top. Oh!
They
Is
are
that an
moving
Austrian
out.
charge? That's an Austrian charge.
The fog is kind of
It's
coming.
what-
The fog
Yeah.
is already annoying
The
me a
fog.
bit, I'm gonna be honest.
Uh,
Oh, French
that
line
moment
broke.
there.
France
Yeah,
has
that
to
moment
retreat
there
here.
remind me of a World War I trench battle, sort of.
Yeah, a bit.
We just, yeah.
There's already so much smoke on the fog at 10 minutes in. 10 minutes left to 10. To show how it will be at the end.
Completely
Oof.
run
We're
over.
not going to be able to see anything. And we just see here from the other servers what is going on. Just green getting captured over all the servers.
4 flag caps.
Yeah. Flag
Space of
captured,
2
flag captured,
seconds.
overrun. Just France sneaking out those lines.
Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Yeah.
This server's 8,500 to 8,900 points.
Pretty equal.
11,900 to 9,600 in Utiza, Borodino 10. That's a big difference towards the Army of the North.
The Russian Guard is 4k down at this point.
Oh, Russian Guard.
God. Against the Russian Guard, the battle we were just in.
Yeah.
They might be costing the entire battle, I'm gonna be honest. 4K is exactly
Arguably
the
they are.
difference we have right now.
Yeah. It seems like every other server.
I don't want to flame
seems
too
to be
early,
pretty
but
equal.
Russia Guard is selling the
No.
entire battle. If you take it
Could be
word to
selling.
word. I mean, of course, the other servers have a responsibility
Yeah.
as well, but
They
that's
do.
a lot of points.
Yeah, I suppose it's a lot of pressure on them to try and, in these last 10 minutes, try and probably
But
dig
honestly,
back some of these points.
I wouldn't even continue charging if I was Russia Guard. I would just be sitting there and bodying in this one. Because
Yeah.
they are probably just making things worse. You see your regiment of flankers and ideas losing their lines on the other server, losing their flag on the other server. So
Yeah, down to 60,000 tickets, so I don't believe we're going to lose.
yeah,
We're going to play out till tickets
We're
run
gonna
out.
fight the battle till then.
Yeah.
This one's really fun. Look at this big,
It is.
big
It's mad.
infantry line here.
Yeah, it's really
One
cool.
big line, real Napoleonic warfare here.
Yeah. How they do it. Reckon we'll see historical rules events. We'll probably have fun ideas to use these maps for.
Hopefully.
Yeah. HRE run by Splitting Ben. Hopefully they make some good usage of these maps.
But the bodies from France are just destroying Austria. Austria does seem to have,
Yeah.
the advantage in like blobs and stuff. But those French line bodies are just dead.
Yeah. I hope Portugal wins this battle. I don't believe
They're fighting a
Portugal's. Yeah.
As of right now, they're losing by 2k. So
Go.
GG. 4 minutes left.
Now 5k nearly.
Do we want to do a last switch in like the last 5 minutes?
I mean, possibly a last switch to Borodino could be fun.
Oh
just
yeah,
to show
we should probably look at the town. Let's do that now. Actually, there's not much going
Yeah.
on here, except for like
Yeah.
mining charges. I'm gonna just move myself about the screen. Doesn't even matter.
Can you move me as well?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, visitors.
Which one is it actually?
It is Borodino number 5.
5. Doing one last switch, moving over to Borodino 5.
Yeah.
Is that one? Just
Borodino number 5.
Really Borodino. Visitors.
Yeah.
Sure, and we're moving. It'd be interesting
Could
to
be a
see
fun
the
way to find out
comments.
about it. Yeah, these close quarters could be very fun to look at.
Mhm.
Yeah. If my servers load in.
Yeah, I'm still loading as well.
Yeah. Ooh.
Widescreen.
There we go.
Oh, I'm in.
Continue. I'm in. There we go.
Still a bit laggy, but
Yeah. Give it a minute. It should be fine. Leave straight away. That might be another. France is sandwiched. So there's 2 France lines chasing Legionnaires and Battery, then followed by Musketeers Sada. So France is chasing
where
a
are
line.
you? I didn't see that.
Look at 21E Fusiliers. They were being.
Oh, 21E Fusiliers. Yes.
They were
They're just
sandwiched for a
chasing a
moment.
line runner.
They're chasing them now. Yeah. They're gonna get that cap.
Well, they are not actually. Oh wow, the fog is getting insane. Oh, Austria here is
Yeah.
done for.
Oh,
Wait,
Austria in the corner
no,
right now.
there's another line coming for the rescue. I was about to say that's a border club.
Yeah,
They are getting out of this. They still have a lot of.
they are.
Where actually is the
Yeah.
town? I do not see the town. Oh, it's all the way over there. They're not even
Yeah.
fighting in the town. We've been scammed.
This fog makes it seem difficult to.
Yeah, it's
Like anywhere.
impossible basically to see anything here.
Do we see the duck in the window?
Oh, I'm wrong server again. Hold on.
Our server.
I need to change the server thing again. Server name.
Already know. Okay, what's going on now? I suppose we now see the French, with the Austrian line coming to support. The French are still pushing these Austrian lines across the river. It means Austria has made it out of the border and now switched into a standard retreat. They managed to save themselves from that. With 2 French lines broken, I reckon this retreat's going to end here. And Austria's going to regain company strength. We'll see another shootout. this could be dangerous for the French now, because in their chase of the Austrians, the French themselves have now got themselves
They have a couple of broken lines
dangerous
here.
place.
Actually, it's a lot of broken lines here if they do get those 2 more breaks. And
Yeah,
3 breaks on French side.
dangerous for the French here.
But I do think it is safe to assume that France is going to win the first battle of the campaign of the 6th Coalition. They are up by like more than 4k. They are going to take the stop. But surprisingly, not that much. I would have expected a clearer result, but like more than 10 points.
Yeah.
10k points.
Yeah.
Almost impossible to see anything at this point.
So it's been a 40-minute battle, so I suppose some of these rankers now might be getting a bit tired. We'll see their performance possibly slipping slightly. I think fighting for 40 minutes really takes it out. So 21 E-Grenadiers have got an Eagle deployed.
Those are Hungarian chance, I think.
Carabiners. We've got, I believe, 2 Eagles currently deployed.
Do we? Good line.
Yeah. 21E and 6E.
Yeah, they are running Eagles over here.
Yeah.
Let's hope they haven't lost any so far, because Austria's not running Eagles here.
No.
This flybarrow is jumping and running as much as he can.
Whoa, that's...
He's moving. He got the moves.
Yeah, he does.
Big line battle here again as well. That's interesting. Many
Flag bearer
serves
is not good.
have a really tight line here. But Austria on the far left of Austria actually charging in. Small engagement here. Austria does seem to be winning the block as far as I can see. 3 minutes remaining on the clock.
Yeah.
France does
What's
get
got
pushed
the
back
comments?
here. Entire line in retreat.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
they
like
might
an
be in trouble
fighting right
here.
now.
They are
It's
pressing us forward a
dedication.
bit.
You've got a stream on one monitor and you're fighting on another. I respect
That's
that.
funny. Someone doing that, or I'm typing in
Someone's doing
fight.
that in the comments. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta lock in, man.
Good luck into your regiment.
Save Moscow from destruction.
Ooh. What do you see star-wise? That is 6 stars from Lek from Borodino number 10. That is Utaiza. That might be the highest we currently have. 6 stars. I don't think we see any higher. Like, and Swedish lifeguards as well. They're lifeguarding Jarakum. I believe those are Swedish, the Swedish guard.
Yeah.
They've done surprisingly well.
Wait, I need to.
I think my Swedish guard was that good.
Please.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Some Austrian lines. Stars.
Yeah. They're doing pretty well. Yeah, Swedish lifeguard is cooking over there. Still the main damage being done in the guard server. I mean, Austria is beating France pretty bad in Utiza. Or like 3k roundabout.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the main damage being done in this Gen guard server. 4k up. That's a lot of points.
I wonder what Mr. Germ has to say after that battle.
Yeah, probably a lot.
A lot to say. It's been very disappointing for the Russians, but
And we can
both sides.
say
Oh well.
2,600 players peak on both sides. That's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably
Crazy, man.
comparable to a early community grand battle.
Yeah, like one of the earlier ones in lockdown.
Oh, and here, French Eagle broken, another French Eagle in far retreat.
Ooh,
Oh, that was almost a flat seal here. Ooh.
holy eagle bearer!
1 minute remaining.
Did you see that eagle being lost
getting
in
clearer
the
and
last
clearer.
minute? Probably
France
not,
up by
yeah.
6k now.
Yeah.
That is going to be a big dub for France.
Oh.
They're gonna burn
Yeah,
Moscow.
6.
No.
Moscow. I see the 21 Eagle running for their life.
Yeah, the Eagle Barrow's running.
He's got his hand on W, and he's not letting go. I think with 40 seconds to go, it's pretty clear that Eagle is safe. Very interesting battle to watch. These maps look very fun to play on. They provide a different sort of playstyle to the community, with different opportunities presenting themselves. With the especially in the Fleshes and Redoubt server, the 2 fortifications provide a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Well as in Borodino with a town. Well, I understand, I suppose it's probably suicide to go inside a building. Just fighting in a town on the streets.
I'm
Could
gonna
be
say
something
it's a bit
challenging.
disappointing. Like, main map here is just this Borodino town here. And fighting's all the way here on the left. Still, cool back.
Got a final charge. Yeah.
Final charge.
So the rankers get their KDs up.
Big W for France.
Yeah, well done, France. Very well fought on both sides. But yeah. I think if that battle was any longer, we would have seen tickets go down.
Yeah.
On the Russian side to 0. Yeah.
But rest assured, this is just the first of, I think, 7 battles that this campaign will have, so I don't know if we're going to stream every single one. It's going
Probably
to
not.
7 battles.
It's a lot. But the important ones, I suppose, will be streaming.
Maybe first.
So make sure to stay tuned.
Last or something.
The last, yeah.
Oh, and now they are in the town. That's a cool shot, though.
That is cool, yeah. Put me up in the town after the battle.
Blink here.
See Eagle.
Oh,
With their bodies. Oh, see dead bodies everywhere. A very bloody battle indeed.
5.7k. That is a statement.
Oh, there's a statement indeed. Best performing line, I think.
It's still not that much, but it is something.
Yeah.
It was
I think
not
by
really
points,
close.
the best performing line is NR4, I believe.
I know they're all
On 5,000
in the
points.
Town here.
Yeah. So best performing line by points is NR4, I believe. And on stars is Russian Cav
Really?
on
Okay.
Reservoir. Yeah.
That's
I
interesting.
believe that. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. Very fun battle to see.
Biggest diff, obviously. Oh wow, no! Jeune Guard increased it to 6k. Almost a 6k defeat for Russian Guard. Oof.
Oh,
I don't know about
God.
that one.
I
That's
don't believe
gonna
we'll be
hurt.
seeing a
That's gonna hurt
community
for a bit.
stage debrief.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be interesting to see what the community has to say in general.
Yeah.
So just chuck your thoughts in the live stream chat. Yeah,
They got humbled.
they did. I think I got humbled.
Prussia also got. No, actually they recovered a bit.
This was like disband the Army of the North. Oh, last time.
No.
No.
Sweden did decent for like their 2 lines that they had. I don't know
They
if
did.
they merged some.
I'm surprised by the performance though.
Oh no,
Those
never
2
mind.
Swedish lines.
Oh, they split up the Swedish lines. That's why. There's some Swedish lines in one server. The Swedish Guard in one server, and the Swedish First Division. They performed pretty well. Not that bad.
Yeah. I think. Yep, that's
Comparatively
NR4
good.
with 5,000 points. I think the lowest amount of points is the general staff line in Dormino, the one-man infantry line with 122 points.
No, I see a
Selling.
line here with 52 points.
Oh, these generals are selling the battle.
Yeah, seller.
Yeah.
Right, let's wrap it up.
Alright.
I mean,
Yep.
not an unexpected defeat for the Russian Army of the North, but still surprising that it was that clear in the Guard server. Like, all the other servers were quite equal, and Austria did win in some servers, but just the Russia Guard server really did damage here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a very interesting battle.
and a really
Thank
big
you for
battle as well.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, watching alongside with us. I found that commentary interesting. Yeah.
Was pretty enjoyable, but also was long. I think we're sitting here
was
for
long.
like 2 hours now, a bit more.
Yeah. Well, throat.
Yeah. Anyways, from me, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys and see you at the next battle. We're gonna be live streaming. I don't know which one it is yet, but probably like next week or week after. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Anything else?
Subscribe,
you'd like
like, comment. No, I don't.
to say? Right.
Thank you for tuning in.
I guess then let's just end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch over to the end screen and you guys
Make
can
sure to
start.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, hit the bell notification. Buy our membership. No, just kidding, we didn't have that one yet.
Join the channel. Give us all your money. Give us your paycheck.
We don't earn revenue. Whatever. Yeah, we'll see you guys at the next one and have a nice evening, I guess, or day, depending if you're on a
Yeah. Yeah. Good night.